Hey everyone, how goes it? How is the writing going? How's your summer? Hope you've had a good June so far. It's still June, right? God, I hope it's still June. Linz, I hope you're doing well. I know big changes can rattle more than like just your schedule, so I love your outlook since the big change. It really shows how emotionally intelligent and introspective you are. If you need anything, you know how to reach me. Husbando, Teddy, and I have been doing okay. It's been a weird couple of weeks. It's been one of those times where it feels busy until you look back on it and you think, where'd all that time go? We've done some fun things. It's been a beautiful couple of weeks, so I don't normally do well with the heat, but the AC in my office helped a lot. We checked out a new sushi place that opened up. They had adorable little robots with cat ears that brought us food. It was good food and good company. We went to a write-in at Barnes & Noble, and I might have come home with a couple of books. Okay, as far as writing, hear me out. I swapped stories again, twice, but I'm sticking with this one, I promise. Last week, I started brainstorming and writing a speculative, rom-com about a main character who falls in love with a woman, specifically a woman who ends up being an elder goddess, the mother of abominations. So she's got a bajillion kids hidden at home, and she's too scared to tell him who she really is because she's afraid that he won't like her anymore. So she ends up surprising him with her kids after he asks her to marry him. So now he's surprise stepdad to a bajillion adorable little abominations. I love the characters a lot, but my plot had some problems. So what I swapped to? Well, a few years ago, I looked it up and it was 2021 apparently. I wrote a book that topped off at 72,000 words. Linz knows what it is. I wrote The Crest. Even after I finished it, I knew that it was going to need a major overhaul. It needed to be at least twice as long, which meant that it probably needed to be broken down into 3 novellas or 2 books. It was supposed to be the first in a duology anyway, which means that there's probably going to be 1 more book, so either 4 novellas or 3 books. Anyway, it was a mess. Because of that, I printed it out and I left it in a drawer for apparently 4 years. So last week I started the revision process. There are so many different ways to edit that I don't even know where to begin. I don't know what I'm doing. So if you have any ideas on what I should be doing, or if you have any suggestions from when you did your own edits, I would really appreciate any advice. Just drop them down in the comment section. Okay, so as far as my process goes, I spent a few days going over the original manuscript with a red marker and a stack of page flags. So much so that I ran out of both red and purple page flags. My blue ones are kind of running low too, so I sort of went hog wild when I brought pens. Anyway, so I have a page flag system. The red flags are for pages that need some sort of rewording for flow, or just because I knew I could make the sentences a bit better. And these are for sections that need more description and could use some metaphors. Purple flags are for pages with large swaths of passages that I really do need to rewrite. Blue flags are for scenes that started from a clean break, which means I could probably insert a scene before it and have it flow pretty smoothly. I went through it, most of it. So far, I need 25 scenes that need to be added at the very minimum. Yellow flags are for pages that had things that I needed to remember for callback reasons, or because they had important descriptors or something like that. Green flags were for pages that made me think of something that I need to ponder over before I do the actual rewrite process. Orange flags were for scenes where I could heighten the tension or make it a bit scarier, mostly because none of it was scary originally, but I wanted it to be kind of as scary as it was kind of funny and silly. So I ran out of purple flags yesterday. As I got towards the end, I have about a fifth of the manuscript left. So last night, during our nightly word sprints that I've been doing with my friends, I started rewriting the first scene because I know what I wanted to change about it. So I felt like it was okay to go ahead and start with that. And then, so after I rewrite the whole thing, I plan on going through it again and fixing the grammatical stuff, the little things. But right now, I just want to focus on making the story whole, big P plot stuff. The book isn't the only thing that I've been editing. Husbando and I have been editing our diet I got a couple of activity and fitness trackers and a food scale for the kitchen I definitely will not just be using for coffee. But I also got my page flags in the mail, so it looks like I should get back to work.